The Mask of Zorro, 1998, cast. Then and now in 2025. Let's get started. First up is Antonio Banderas, who was 38 when he donned the legendary mask as Alejandro Murrieta, the thief-turned-hero who becomes the new Zorro. Now 65, Banderas has maintained his status as one of Hollywood's most charismatic leading men. After The Mask of Zorro and its 2005 sequel, he continued his collaboration with director Robert Rodriguez in the Spy Kids franchise and Once Upon a Time in Mexico. His career highlights since include his voice work as Puss in Boots in the Shrek universe, his reunion with Pedro Almodovar for Pain and Glory, 2019, which earned him his first Oscar nomination and Best Actor at Cannes, and his role in Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, 2023. On the personal front, Banderas' 19-year marriage to Melanie Griffith ended in 2015, though they've maintained an amicable relationship, co-parenting their daughter Stella. Since 2015, he's been in a relationship with Dutch investment consultant Nicole Kimpel. In 2017, Banderas survived a heart attack that he described as a turning point, leading him to reassess his priorities and focus on theater work in his native Spain, including opening his own theater in Malaga. Despite health challenges, Banderas has continued working consistently, proving that, like Zorro himself, his charm, talent, and passion for performance remain undiminished with age. Number 2 brings us to Julieta Rosen, who was 36 when she played Esperanza de la Vega, Don Diego's wife and Elena's mother, whose tragic death sets much of the film's revenge plot in motion. Now 62, Mexican actress Rosen has maintained a successful career, primarily in Latin American television and film. Following her brief but impactful role in The Mask of Zorro, Rosen returned to starring in telenovelas, where she was already established as a leading lady before her Hollywood appearance. Her television work has included roles in Lo que la vida me robó and La Casa en la Playa. Unlike many actors who try to transition fully to Hollywood after a major American film, Rosen embraced her Latin American roots, becoming a respected veteran of Spanish-language entertainment. Known for keeping her personal life private, Rosen has occasionally made appearances at film festivals and cultural events celebrating Latin cinema, though her character's screen time in The Mask of Zorro was limited. Rosen's portrayal of Esperanza created the emotional foundation for both Diego's and Elena's stories, demonstrating how a skilled actor can make a lasting impact even with minimal scenes. Her career represents the rich talent within Latin American cinema that Hollywood only occasionally recognizes. At number 3 is Anthony Hopkins, who was 61 when he played the original Zorro, Don Diego de la Vega, who trains Alejandro to become his successor. Now 87, Hopkins has solidified his status as one of the greatest actors of his generation with a remarkable late-career renaissance. Since The Mask of Zorro, Hopkins has appeared in over 40 films, earning Oscar nominations for roles in The Two Popes and The Father, winning his second Academy Award for the latter in 2021 at age 83. Becoming the oldest Best Actor winner in history. His iconic roles as Hannibal Lecter in The Silence of the Lambs and as Odin in Marvel's Thor films showcase his incredible range. Knighted in 1993, Sir Anthony has been married to his third wife, Stella Arroyave, since 2003, and became an American citizen in 2000 while maintaining his British citizenship. A recovered alcoholic sober since 1975, Hopkins has been outspoken about his battle with addiction and has worked with several recovery organizations. Despite his advanced age, Hopkins maintains an active presence on social media, delighting fans with eccentric, joyful posts that reveal his playful personality beyond his often serious roles. His portrayal of the aging Don Diego brought gravity and emotional depth to The Mask of Zorro, elevating the film beyond typical action fare, a skill Hopkins continues to bring to every role. Number 4 features Stuart Wilson, who was 52 when he portrayed the film's villain, Don Rafael Montero, the corrupt former Spanish governor and Diego's nemesis. Now 78, British actor Wilson has maintained a lower profile in recent years, with his role in Zorro remaining one of his most recognized performances. Before playing Montero, Wilson was known for roles in films including Lethal Weapon 3 and The Age of Innocence. After Zorro, he appeared in films like Here on Earth and Hot Fuzz, though with decreasing frequency as he gradually stepped back from Hollywood. Wilson's career exemplifies the solid character actor who brings depth to supporting roles and villains without achieving the household name status of some of his co-stars. His performance as Montero created a complex antagonist whose personal vendetta against Diego had tragic consequences for multiple generations, bringing nuance to what could have been a one-dimensional villain. Though less active in film in recent years, Wilson's theatrical training and extensive stage work with the Royal Shakespeare Company provided the classical foundation that made his portrayal of the aristocratic Montero so convincingly menacing, leaving a lasting impression on audiences even as he chose a quieter life away from the spotlight. At number 5 is Matt Letcher, who was 28 when he played Captain Harrison Love, Montero's sadistic American henchman who killed Alejandro's brother. Now 55, Letcher has built a successful career as a television actor, becoming a familiar face across numerous series. His notable roles include recurring parts in The Flash and Legends of Tomorrow, as the villain Eobard Thawne, Reverse Flash, playing William Taft in The Gilded Age, and appearances in series including Scandal, Castle, and The Carey Diaries. Beyond acting, Letcher is an accomplished playwright, having written several plays performed in regional theaters. He's also authored a children's book and worked as a director for television episodes. Married since 2012 to Jennifer Letcher, with whom he has 2 children, Letcher has balanced his career with family life while maintaining a relatively private personal profile. His villainous turn in The Mask of Zorro showcased his ability to project calculated menace, a skill he's continued to employ in various antagonist roles throughout his career, particularly as the Reverse Flash in the DC television universe. Though he's never achieved leading man status, Letcher has developed the kind of solid, respected career that character actors build through versatility, reliability, and the ability to elevate any project they join. Number 6 brings us Tony Amendola, who was 47 when he played Don Luis, one of Don Rafael's allies in his scheme to purchase California. Now 74, Amendola has built an impressive career as a character actor across television, film, and voice work. Science fiction fans know him well as Master Bratak from Stargate SG-1, and as Edward Kagame in Continuum, while fantasy audiences recognize him as Geppetto Temmarco in Once Upon a Time. His voice has brought characters to life in video games, including the Call of Duty and Final Fantasy franchises. A classically trained actor with extensive stage experience, Amendola has brought depth and gravitas to countless supporting roles throughout his career. Though he typically plays characters with Hispanic or Mediterranean backgrounds, Amendola is actually of Italian descent, showcasing his versatility as an actor. His career demonstrates the essential role that skilled character actors play in creating believable worlds on screen, with Amendola's distinctive face and voice making him recognizable to audiences across multiple genres, even when they might not know his name. His brief appearance in The Mask of Zorro exemplifies how talented actors enhance the texture and authenticity of period films through carefully crafted small roles. At number 7 is Victor Rivers, who was 43 when he played Joaquin Murrieta, Alejandro's brother, whose murder sets Alejandro on his path to becoming Zorro. Now 69, Cuban-born Rivers has balanced an acting career with significant social activism. After his role in Zorro, Rivers appeared in films including What Planet Are You From? And The Hulk, along with television roles in CSI, Miami, and 24. Beyond acting, Rivers has become one of the nation's most prominent advocates against domestic violence, drawing on his own experiences as a survivor of child abuse. As a spokesperson for the National Network to End Domestic Violence and author of the memoir A Private Family Matter, Rivers has testified before Congress and spoken at hundreds of events about breaking the cycle of violence. His courage in sharing his personal story has made him a powerful voice for survivors, particularly men who may be reluctant to come forward. While his acting career has included dozens of roles, often playing authority figures or tough guys, Rivers' most significant legacy may be his advocacy work, demonstrating how celebrities can use their platforms for meaningful social change. His brief but pivotal role in The Mask of Zorro showcased his ability to create emotional impact with limited screen time. Number 8 features Jose Maria de Tavira, who was just 15 when he played the young Alejandro Murrieta in the film's opening sequences. Now 42, Mexican actor de Tavira has built a successful career, primarily in Latin American cinema and television. After his Hollywood debut in The Mask of Zorro, de Tavira returned to Mexico, where he completed his education before pursuing acting professionally. His career has included roles in telenovelas, such as Cappadocia, and films including Love, Pain, and vice versa. Unlike many child actors who struggle with the transition to adult roles, Zeta-Jones successfully established himself as a serious performer in Mexican cinema, earning acclaim for his theatrical work as well as his screen performances. Coming from a family with artistic roots, his aunt is acclaimed actress Marina de Tavira, who received an Oscar nomination for Roma. Jose Maria has continued the family tradition of contributing to Mexican cultural life. While not achieving the international prominence of some of his Zorro co-stars, de Tavira's career demonstrates the strength and importance of national cinema industries that nurture local talent. His youthful performance in The Mask of Zorro captured the mischievous spirit that Banderas would later develop in the adult character. At number 9 is L.Q. Jones, who was 70 when he appeared as Three-Fingered Jack, the American outlaw who meets a gruesome end at Captain Love's hands. Jones passed away in 2022 at the age of 94, ending a remarkable 7-decade career in film and television. Born Justice Ellis McQueen Jr., he adopted his screen name from his first film character. Jones was already a veteran character actor when he appeared in The Mask of Zorro, known for his collaborations with director Sam Peckinpah in films including The Wild Bunch and Pat Garrett and Billy the Kid. After Zorro, Jones continued acting into his 80s with appearances in films like The Patriot and A Prairie Home Companion. Beyond acting, Jones directed the cult science fiction film A Boy and His Dog, 1975, based on Harlan Ellison's novella, which later influenced George Miller's Mad Max series. With over 160 film and television credits, Jones specialized in playing villains and rough-edged characters, bringing authentic grit to westerns and action films. His brief appearance in The Mask of Zorro showcased his ability to create a memorable character with minimal screen time, drawing on his decades of experience in westerns to bring credibility to the film's frontier setting. And finally, at number 10 is Catherine Zeta-Jones, who was 29 when she captivated audiences as Elena, Don Diego's long-lost daughter raised by his enemy Montero. Now 55, Zeta-Jones' star-making turn in The Mask of Zorro launched her into Hollywood's A-list, leading to roles in films including Chicago, for which she won an Academy Award, Traffic, Ocean's 12, and The Terminal. Her personal life has been as high-profile as her career, particularly her marriage to Michael Douglas in 2000, with whom she shares 2 children. The couple's 25-year relationship has endured despite a 25-year age gap and health challenges for both, including Zeta-Jones' public disclosure of her bipolar II disorder diagnosis in 2011, which helped reduce stigma around mental health issues. Beyond acting, Zeta-Jones has ventured into business with her Casa Zeta-Jones lifestyle brand and has returned to her musical theater roots with stage performances and television roles in shows like Prodigal Son and Wednesday. A dedicated philanthropist, she has supported numerous causes, including children's hospitals and the arts. Her fiery, intelligent portrayal of Elena in The Mask of Zorro demonstrated her ability to transcend the typical love interest role, creating a character whose swordplay was as impressive as her strength of will. Qualities Zeta-Jones herself has exhibited throughout her multifaceted career.